Hi everyone, hello and welcome to this reading. This will be a general collective reading, so it may or may not resonate for you. So I ask as always that you please trust your own intuition and use your discernment with regards to whatever messages come out here today. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Light Seers Tarot here. As I sat down to do this reading and open up, I had the windows open and there was no traffic. It was quite calm, quite quiet. And then as I started to open up, the traffic just picked up and there was all this noise. So there could be something here, a message about, not being heard or distractions, interruptions, something like that. Okay. There could be kind of feeling like this overpowering or overbearing sort of energy, like something like bulldozing. Okay, does that make sense? Like this could be a person that I'm talking about, someone who kind of takes over, bulldozes over your ideas, your opinions. Okay, someone who wants to keep you quiet or keep you small. All right, so that could be a message for someone. So let's see, I'm just going to use the tarot today, I think. What messages want to come out for the collective today, please? Okay, we have 10 of Cups. Okay, so beautiful energy starting off here. So we could be talking about family, connections, definitely your emotions. Let's get a couple more cards. We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so solid foundations, working together to build something stable, solid. Woo, goodness. Right, okay. I'm going to take that Five of Swords because it flipped out. Okay, so all right, so there could be someone, like I said, who is kind of taking over, taking control, being overbearing or overpowering here. You could be working on building something with a friend or a partner. I feel like it's friend for most of you. Someone close to you anyway with this Two of Cups, okay? And could be a childhood friend maybe, or just someone that you've known for a very long time, okay? Someone that you trust, and you're working on building something together with this Three of Pentacles energy, okay? You're collaborating on something. But with this Five of Swords here, this is like, this guy looks like he's got a bit of a headache, okay? And going back to what I was saying about that overbearing, overpowering energy, someone kind of bulldozing over your ideas. The Five of Swords is a win at all costs energy, okay? It's very, very much about the ego and wanting to assert yourself over somebody else, or, have the last say. There's definitely like a trampling kind of energy here where someone just wants to be right. Someone wants to have the last say, okay? So this could be like a business partnership or something. Where you're collaborating, you're working on building something together. And I mean, flip it if it's the other way around. Maybe you need to kind of check yourself, and maybe you're wanting to have the last say and you're not being open to, the opinions of the other people involved, all right? Because the Three of Pentacles, I'm thinking about the Rider-Waite Tarot, where they're building like a building in the imagery, and it's important that you acknowledge the strengths and weaknesses of each individual involved, okay? So for example, there's the builder who's good at the hands-on stuff. Then there's also the architect who does the planning, okay? And each individual in this process is important for this process to succeed, okay? So let's get some clarifiers. Tell me about this Ten of Cups. Oof. The Emperor, okay. So it could be an Aries, could be dealing with an Aries. The Emperor is someone who is their way or the highway, okay? They like to take charge, they are a strong leader, okay? But it's a very dominant energy here, very much wanting to do things their way. Yeah, notice like he's got I think they're constellations on this piece of paper here, but it's almost like a plan laid out. So this could be you or the other person, that they, you know, kind of maybe had this idea of what they want to create or whatever it is, and there's no room for change. You know, they want it to happen the way they want it to happen, the way that they predicted it to happen, the way that they planned it out. But things very rarely go that way. Tell me about this Three of Pentacles, please. Okay. Clarify the Three of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Okay, so this is a card of creativity, passion, a new beginning. Okay, so there is the possibility of a new direction at this time. Okay, and you're being encouraged to move in that direction. Okay, notice that this cat is trying to bring the page this way. The page is wanting to go this path, and the cat's like, no, let's go this way. Okay, so there's somebody here who is wanting to assist you with whatever this is that you're trying to create. Okay, for some of you this could be a relationship. Okay, as we do have cups here. But there's another way possible. Okay, so someone has a plan in mind for how they wanted things to go. They had it all laid out, and this is going to work out this way. But as I said, life very rarely works that way. Okay, but there is an opportunity to work together on something and go in a different direction. Okay, there's an opportunity for new here. And I'm just really noticing up in the corner here, we have orange leaves, and we've green leaves. So it's like a really, a real polarity here. Okay, let's clarify this Five of Swords, please. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Ah, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to like feel into what these leaves. Okay, so the green leaves symbolizing new, fresh energy, and the orange leaves symbolizing, you know, old, something being shed, something needing to fall away. Okay, and these are the two options. All right. Not saying that there's only two options. There could be more, but that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So clarify the Five of Swords, please. Whoosh. Okay, we have the Six of Wands, okay, and then when it fell on the ground, it fell in the reverse, okay. So the Six of Wands is a card of success, of victory, of things working out. It can be a card about being in the public eye, okay. So there's definitely, there's options at play here. There's two routes that you can take. One leads to victory. It's an optimistic approach, okay? And in the reverse, it can symbolize pessimism, not seeing eye to eye with someone, okay? So there's somebody who's very much like just a boulder in the road, okay, and wanting to block the way. And you need to ask yourself, is that you? Are you trying to control a situation too much, or is this another person? And I do want to get some advice for this, because I've got my Mermaid Oracle here on the table. I'll just pull a card from here. Like there's definitely someone here who wants to just have things their way, and they won't hear any different. And it's going to lead to things getting messy and very unpleasant if they're not already like that. So advice, please, for this situation. That's about 20 cards. Bear with me, guys. Okay, so we have divination, prophecy, fate, destiny, future fortune, and at the bottom we have sisterhood, friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, and delight. And this is the kind of energy that I was feeling with this 10 of Cups here, okay? I want to go to the guidebook for this divination card. Okay, so I'm going to read from the guidebook for this one because I think it's important that I do that. Okay, so it says the mermaids have come via this card and they say to you that you too have the gift of seeing the possibilities, of knowing and feeling out the fate. And they know that as a fellow merbeing, one who has been born of the great sea mother, you too can work with the gift of seeing in many directions at once. It is as if you can stare into water and see ripples of what could be. The mermaids are oracles, sibyls of the sea, and you too have the power to connect with the divine, and this power can be activated as you teach yourself the wisdom of the sea. There must be discipline and purpose to your movement. Instruction is coming, and they will deliver it through dreams and visions. There will be signs and there will be omens, and the symbols will come to you. You will dream, and while these dreams may be cryptic or a vision may seem to be unrelated to what is currently taking place, the universe and the ocean of consciousness and possibilities is calling to you to listen and to hear and read the signs, become aware, and hear them whisper on the shoreline of consciousness. Okay, so it's kind of like touching on what I was saying about this other path here, okay? I feel like this energy is not your own, okay? This Emperor energy and this Five of Swords energy, okay? You have this ability to see things not just in black and white, but you see all the different possibilities. I feel like your energy is quite optimistic, and you know that in spite of roadblocks in the way, that things will have a way of working out. Okay, so you are going to be receiving signs, symbols. There could be some friendships. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I'm getting very excited. Oh my goodness, look. Dreams, visions, telepathy. Okay, look at these cards all coming out, right? This is how you are going to be receiving information about this situation. Okay. You could be receiving communication from someone, a friend, okay? Or there could be, for some of you, I'm feeling like there could be like a stranger who you happen to just get talking to for whatever reason, and they could say something that kind of clicks with you, okay, and makes sense of whatever that's going on. Because with this Five of Swords energy, especially this particular card, like this guy with the headache, I've been having like sharp pains in my head during this reading as well. So it's like you can't think clearly, or there's too much external noise. Okay, so you've been called to kind of get quiet, and I've been saying this repeatedly in the most recent readings. Get quiet, try and quieten your mind, and especially if you have like a weird dream, try and take note of it. I've been having weird dreams now, but by the time I kind of come around in the morning, I've completely forgotten what they are. So keep a notepad and a pen by your bed and write down things that you see in your dreams. They probably won't make sense for a while, okay, but keep note of them, and then you can go back and be like, oh yeah, okay, that's what that was, you know. So yeah, I feel like I'm speaking to a very very psychic individual here. Okay, and there's somebody who is trying to block you, essentially, is what I'm getting here. All right, and could be someone that you have kids with as well. Okay, so yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up here. I hope that this helps someone. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as you have been doing. I'm very grateful. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.